Yo, what is going on? This is the Gym Boss Podcast, and I'm Jimmy Halley as your host as always. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about growing pains for your business, because business is growing. It is fun. That's the fun part. Getting the new memberships, getting the new clients, getting the new revenue, the new sales, installing new system, like doing all that stuff is fun. But the growing pains that come along with it are not so fun, and they suck. And I'm going to take my glasses off because this light is blinding my eyes. But here's what to do about it. At least what's working pretty good for me and my team. And hopefully it can work good for you. So before I even dive into it, though, we've got a pretty cool offer. We've got a pretty cool offer at the moment for those that want it. We are doing 10 days of free advertising for your gym, totally free if you want it. And as I said in the previous video, of course there is a catch to this. It's pretty obvious though, but it's like if we deliver and do great, amazing things for your gym and deliver on the promises that we said we would, and you enjoy it and you like it, well, you're more likely to want to become a client of the agency and stay with us. Pretty simple. No funny stuff, no tricks or gimmicks or anything like that. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. Simply 10 days of free ads for your gym for those gym owners that want it. Pete Bruce, hey, Gym Boss, I fucking love Pete, I love you, mate. It's good to see you. So let's dive into this episode. And if for the 10 days of free ads, go to iwantfreeads.com. Nearly forgot it there. Go to iwantfreeads.com. Go over there. Register your interest, and we'll be in touch to hook you up with the 10 days of free ads for your gym. Right, so into this. The frustrations, stresses, and struggles and pains, growing pains that come with trying to grow a business is very real. They don't call them growing feel-goods. They call them growing pains for a reason. And something that has been a great reminder for me personally, and now for our team, we get on our daily huddles every single morning and we review our wins, our lessons, and the lessons are the frustrations and things that we can get from that, and from the struggles that we had through the day. And something that's come up a couple of times has been this: expect the bad things to happen. When you're on a growth push, when you're on a growth phase in a season of your business where it's grow, and it's going great, expect there to be something to go wrong. Nothing ever goes perfect, ever. Nothing ever goes perfect. And that's where my frustrations came from, was frustration and anxiety and stress are two different things. So frustration is just like, why can't I have this figured out and perfect? That would be my personal frustrations that I would get with things when we're trying to implement something new or really push and grow. And but you got to look at the big picture. Are we moving towards the goal? And yes, and guess what? It won't be perfect, but you'll figure it out and you'll get feedback from the actions that you take. And it's, I would want to commend you if you're feeling like this. Amazing. That means that you're out there and you're trying to push the needle and move the needle and really push your boundaries, push your limits. I take my hat off to you, ma'am, sir, because bloody good job. Bloody good job, I say, because not many people are doing that. And if you're listening to this, you're a certified ass kicker and you want to get out there and make shit happen, right? And somebody said this, I can't remember who it was, but I heard it a little while back and I love it. It's exactly what I always try to remind myself is, a plane gets off the ground with the resistance of the air. If there was no resistance, the plane wouldn't get off the ground to get under the wings and lift it off the earth. And so think of it like that. That's the thing that keeps it up, is the resistance. And so if we don't have, and the resistance is greatest at the slowest, right at the start. And so think of it as a plane while you're trying to take off, and you got you're trying to build up the resistance, and then you'll finally take off. So it might be a bit of rocky, might have a bit of turbulence, and then you'll get up to cruising altitude. But you got to get that resistance, and you've got to get that that shaky start. Maybe you've got to go through all that to get to the good stuff. So if you're in a season where it's hurting a little bit and you're trying to grow and it seems to be like no matter what's going on, it just can't seem to get it right, or it's just like, oh, this little thing goes wrong, this little thing goes wrong. Nothing major has gone wrong, but just accumulation of all these little things stacked on top of each other can frustrate you, make you stressed. Well, guess what? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club, because that's what it has to happen to grow a business. And that's why not everybody does business in the first place. And then on top of that, that's why not everybody who does business is super duper successful, because when they hit that resistance, they go, oh, this is bad. And then they pull back. When instead you should be running right through it and like embracing it, and almost flip the mindset to go, here you are. I was expecting you to turn up sometime soon. And here you are. Thanks for coming, because now I know I'm on the right path and I got to keep going. Like literally every single time we've tried to implement something new, every time we've tried to grow, every single time that has happened. And now we're going through a good growth phase right now. And the growth phase is great, but it comes with the good, equal and opposite, good and bad. And like you come up and there's just means there's more people we've got to hire. There's more things we've got to build out. Like there's a whole bunch of things that have got to happen. And it's good. You just take it in your stride and you become more stress resistant over time, the more and more that you go through it. So going through these things are not necessarily bad. They're actually good. And what I would recommend is to change your perspective on it and be welcoming it and expect something like that to happen. Now, don't be like, oh, but Jimmy, we should always look positive. Yeah, I'm the most positive dude ever. That's what I'm trying to flip it. And so I'm like, hey, something bad's going to go wrong. And you know what? It's going to be awesome, because it means I'm on the right path, and expect it to happen. But I'm also hopeful, but expect something to go wrong. And it's something, if I'm not feeling the resistance and stuff like that, well, then it means that, to me personally, that I'm not necessarily pushing it hard enough and not trying to like grow and not trying to really fulfill my full potential. That's how I personally feel. So hopefully this is something, if this has resonated with you, it hopefully can help you out there as well. And if you have enjoyed this, share it with somebody. Share it with a brother, sister, friend, business partner, wife, whoever you feel like needs to hear this right now. Please share it with them, because I know it can feel quite shitty when you're in that time. And I want you to know I'm with you, I'm supporting you, and I just want you to say keep going, because you got this, we got this together. We can do this, okay? And if you've listened to all that and you're a gym owner as well, and you're like, hey man, that's cool, and now I really want to grow again, and you want some help with advertising, we've got our offer, 10 days of free ads for gyms that want it. And as I said, of course there is a catch, it's pretty obvious, but it's do the 10 days of free ads. You'll enjoy the service, and most clients, most people that do the service, do the 10 days, will like it enough where they might want to go, hey Jimmy, that was cool, can I become a client now? But guess what? You don't have to become a client at the end of the 10 days. Simply 10 days of free ads for those gyms that want it. So go to iwantfreeads.com. That's iwantfreeads.com. Get yourself 10 days of free ads for your gym. Boom, go get it while the getting is good, because it is part of a marketing test. And I'm just seeing how this goes, and I won't have it up forever. So get it while you can. iwantfreeads.com, and I'll see you on the next one, legends. Peace.